nafs value. There's a consequence to leading. When you lead from your lower self, your priority is always, I need to feel good. And if I don't feel good, it means I'm doing something wrong. And a lot of people live by this. They equate not feeling good to something is off, something is wrong. And so, and again, you know, of course, do you feel good when you do good things? Of course you do. But this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about constantly viewing feeling good as something that should be permanent. And something that should always be, you know, constant in your life. And so when you live by this nafs value and when you live by this lower self-value of always feeling good, what happens is it leads to key consequences. You should always know, which is the first one I mentioned was stagnation and growth. Why? Because you can't grow while you're comfortable. You can't grow while you're always comfortable. This is just, subhanAllah, this is why we again say Allah tests those whom He loves, because it's through discomfort that you realize what needs to change. And we even know in psychology there's good stress and there's bad stress. There's the good stress that motivates you and propels you towards change. And there's the bad stress that can be chronic, that has negative impact on you, right? So when your priority is always feeling good, then expect that you're going to stay the same for a long time. Expect that you're going to be stuck. And you have to assess this while you're listening to me. You know, is your attachment or your priority each day just feeling good? Is it I'm comfortable? And how do you deal with discomfort in your life? And I want you to assess, don't think of, oh, this other person could benefit from this lecture. No, think about yourself, your own heart, your own nafs. Think of how you respond currently when there's any discomfort in your life. Are you entitled to constant comfort? The other thing is it leads to obstacles to healing. A lot of people want to heal from many things, but they don't heal because they prioritize feeling good. The problem with that is that when you want to heal, you know, like physical healing, you got to take the medicine. And the medicine doesn't always, is bitter oftentimes, right? And so you have to expect that to heal, you're going to face pain. You're going to face difficulty. I always give the example of, like, if you had a physical wound, and you went to the doctor, he has to probe it first. He has to probe the wound. He has to examine the wound. He has to cleanse the wound, and that can sting. But what happens if you don't do that? If you don't go through that